that's it. Okay, that's it. All I gotta do is finish this YouTube and I'm done. And it's already set up, like I said. It's like so dope that it's already set up. So all you gotta do is like set it up and then you like go back in. Okay, so I go to manage videos. And this is for people that watch and they just like, what is she talking about? So you go to manage videos and then you go to schedule a stream, or you'll just like set it up like it's a live, right? So you go to live and then it'll have it like upcoming. Like if it's already set up, it'll say upcoming. So you just go in and you hit the stream. So I just hit the wrong button just now. I gotta hit the stream. I gotta go back out. So you'll hit the stream key and it'll actually, or button, and it'll actually just take you to the view live control room. So when you get to the control room, it's black. Okay, that's how you know. And then allow. Okay, and then I'm not using the mic right now. Forget it. Mic sounds nice. It usually, let me use the mic because it'll usually have like, without the mic, it'll be like really loud at first. Like I'll get like a little feedback on it or whatever. So let me use a mic. That's what I noticed. Like if I don't use the microphone when it starts, it'll be like a big noise, I guess, from the computer. So when you put your mic in, sometimes it's not there, so you gotta refresh. So refresh and your mic should come up. Let's see. Did my mic come up? So yes, my mic is there. And then you just hit go live and it's ready. All my stuff is set, so that's it. Anyway, Shante Brown Sugar Talk under Black Unicorns. Under Black Unicorns, darlings. Under Black Unicorns. That's my Maya Rudolph impression. Under Black Unicorns, darling. Okay, so what were you inspired to create as a child? So when I was little, I was like, I love television. I love that somebody could take my ideas and put it on into a movie. And I was doing research, like I said, too. So this person was helping me with my research, with spirits, all this different stuff, right? My Wi-Fi idea. I'm thinking innocently Wi-Fi. This person is actually thinking, let's transfer spirits and all this different stuff. Because I don't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a voodoo person. I'm a scientist. So that's what it is. So I was thinking about television and how people can come back as babies or people can come back as animals and all this different stuff. And that was it. So not only that, I was inspired to create like just other stuff. Real word didn't come to me till I was like 8 years old. And I used to talk to Nikki about it. Like, what if people that were different lived in a house together, Nikki? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would talk to my cousins about the ideas. And then finally I had a lunch or something with somebody and he was telling me he was thinking about an idea for a show. And that's when I told him, I was like, you know what? You should try this idea. Like, put like a number of strangers in the house together. I was like, just put different people. I didn't say strangers. I said just put different people in the house together and let them do that. I said because I travel, so I always meet different people, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying, I always meet strangers. I have to make friends with who's there. And so that was it. That is how I came up with the idea. Like, the whole idea was because I travel and I always have these new friends. I never get to see them. And then I think at that point I had found a friend that I could write to and write back to. And again, we never stay in touch. So it's just like, that was just something I thought about. Like, what if I get to just go back and live with my friends? You know what I'm saying? So that's how the real world idea came to me, which I actually gave to somebody else. And I didn't know I was giving it away, but I gave it away. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's not something where I'm just like, oh my God, I have to get the money. And he's like, but it wasn't. It was like, let's try it out and let's see what happens. And y'all, it worked. It actually worked. I don't think this is actually getting sound. It says it's this microphone, but it's not. I don't know if it's on or not. Hopefully it's getting sound because it's not showing any sound coming through. Hopefully it gets sound. So anyway, that's it. So if it doesn't get sound, y'all, the only show that'll be live or whatever will be the Facebook. Hopefully it stays on. So that's it. It's like, I was just inspired all the time to work with TV videos too, music videos. Like I said, I was just like telling him about how I wanted Madonna to come through, how I wanted Madonna to look, all this different stuff. And I think at that time I was calling her Marilyn, maybe, I don't know. But I was like, but I know I use Madonna. I told Terrell like Madonna is gonna do this and all this different stuff, and that's what she did on the video. So it's just like, for real. So at that point, I'm out of executive mode. At that point, it's nothing. It's not a dream because I was actually able to see the movie. I was actually able to see the video. Y'all see what I'm saying? So at that point, it's just like, nah, this business now. This is business. This creativity, baby, is business. And that's it. So it's like, I don't know. That's all. It's just influence. And then I'm able to see people that I see, and I see, oh, yeah, go with this one because he does this. I listen on the phone call. Okay. I don't give a fuck about half the shit they do. Some people I really care about because I actually see them, like Winona Ryder and Drew Barrymore and Ellen. Later on, Ellen. I didn't see Ellen until Ellen's bookstore show. Y'all see what I'm saying? So it's like, some people I never really got to see them on TV at all. And that was it. So it's just like some choices I make them, I say a name, and it's like, that's it. I don't remember the name of anything I get off the call. And so it's like, that's it. It's business. It's not pleasure for me. Because you meet some people and they assholes for real. They're a real asshole. And it's like, do you know who the fuck you talking to? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking to you like that, so what the fuck would that happen? That's what happened to SIUE. It's like, do you know who the fuck you playing with? I don't say anything to them, and they just continue to play. That's all the fuck they did. They continued. That's how I knew I didn't have security, because if I would have had security, they would have beat y'all ass. Y'all would have came up dead, too. So that's the problem. It's like, that's how I know they went crazy. They probably around Sergeant Slaughter in high school. You see, because now I got men trying to abuse me and rape me, all this different stuff. They would have killed you. Just the thought of it, they would have killed you. They would have murdered your ass. So that's the point I be trying to really make to y'all. They would have murdered you. So after that, like, Sesame Street was like so big to me. I love Kara TV. Like I said, it was just like such a good foundation. Like, sometimes I didn't go to school. I just look at Sesame Street all day. I look at the letter people. Words are made of the letter people. You know, come and join the family. Words are made of the letter people. A, B, C, D, follow me. I used to love that shit, man. I ain't joking. I loved it. Tea is a big part of my life. Teacups, all this different stuff. So I put in a teacup here because now I want to be a teacup designer. Y'all, I'm talking about, that is like the best thing to me is to get a cup of black tea. I can't have it now because it's some type of chemical inside of it, and it just does not work with my body. So I have to do oolong tea, which I already ordered. Oolong or jasmine tea. Oolong tastes like black tea, though. Oolong really does taste like black tea. So I would just make a cup of black tea. I would sit there with my salsa. Okay? And the salsa, my grandmother told me the salsa is there to catch what's coming out of the cup. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, why do I have to have a salsa? She says to catch what's coming out of the cup. You see what I'm saying? Or to lay your tea bag. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, a cup of black tea with some sugar. I also used to have milk coffee. Like, she would always like put a lot of cream, some sugar, and just a little pinch of coffee. You know? So it was just like milk coffee. And it was just so good. So that really inspired me a lot. I used to just really like that. I liked having a formal setting for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's something my grandmother got me used to. You know, that's why I'm always like, people in Texas did not, Crystal Robert Shore did not understand. I have to have, but IKEA does. IKEA understands me so gracefully. Y'all, that's why I love IKEA. IKEA just understands. They understand that it is a time for casual, it's a time for family, for daily, and it's a time for elegance. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like that's how we live too. Like we have a time for all that. So a daily, we always have mats. So I always have a mat. The Dollar Tree understands me, honey. So it's like you always have a mat on your table, like we have one underneath everything, under our plates to catch the food, so that the table won't get messed up. You always keep those things that are wet and all that stuff on the mat, so it doesn't mess up your table. Um, and you think that just because this is some particle board or whatever, the sugar from the bottom of your cup or from your bowl will actually get onto the table too. So you need this to keep it, to keep everything clean. And so when I was in Texas, that's what I do. I change all that stuff out. Brandon doesn't understand because that's not his culture. In our culture, we keep a mat on the table so that we keep the table clean, or we keep the table that we have as a good table. That's why when people get stuff here that's thrown away, it's always in very good condition, and it's because we just learn at an early age to take care of it. Um, I don't always buy napkin rings and napkins and stuff because sometimes it's out, but I'll get it. I like silverware and just like different holiday type of silver. Like my mother likes to decorate. You know what I'm saying? I like all the stuff that comes with decorating. So it's a woman online and she has a drawer. She opens it and it's like all the stuff that she needs lined up. That's all we need. We need that for the bus. I need that for the bus. I need a drawer. It doesn't have to be that big. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be where I can have, like, when it's going to be Easter, we could put the bunny rabbits out. Or maybe if we somewhere and it's just so many bunny rabbits, we can start using our bunny rabbit spoons. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And our bunny rabbit knives. If we go somewhere and it's like fish and it's like we can eat this, all this. You see what I'm saying? I need all this stuff. I need the stuff to shuck the crab legs, and we needed like a little stove in the oven. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I want all that stuff for real. I still want it. I want napkins that have Halloween on there. I want towels for the Halloween. I want for Thanksgiving. I want like all the pretty little different decorations, and it doesn't have to match the season because I'm an artist. So it's like if I don't have it, I'm gonna make it. You understand? If I don't have it, I'm going to go ahead and create it. So we might be having Thanksgiving, but we might have Thanksgiving in a place where there is a lot of cardinals. So at that point, I'll create a cardinal napkin or something for Thanksgiving. Y'all get what I'm talking about? So it's like I'm not just always that's just straight to traditional. So it's like, yeah, I create a lot of stuff. Beets. I like beets in the jar. And so that helped me with like flavor and all that stuff. And my grandmother like fried the garden was like such a big thing for me too. So I put that here. The beets represent the garden. But it's like fried green tomatoes. And I'm talking about she would just fry them up for me, y'all. I'm not spoiled, but I'm spoiled. I'm just like Blake, for real. I don't know any better. So fried green tomatoes, salmon croquettes, coffee, toast, jelly. We used to get this big jar of syrup, and it was from it had a river on the front of it. That's all I remember is the picture of the river. Um, that's why I like my picture of the lake yesterday, because it was like a river running through the syrup. I forgot the name of the syrup, but it what else was it? Cod liver oil. Oh, I hate cod liver oil. So it's like some stuff is just like so stuck in me that it's just like, yes, this is life for me, you know. Um, and we take cod liver oil when it's cold. So now I give Blake turmeric. I give him golden milk when it's cold. You know, that's something that I changed for myself. So I stick to the same traditions and the same patterns. I just do it differently. Because I don't like, a Christmas tree. I have afforded every year with my son since we've been broke. Every Christmas I'm broke as fuck. So I just started creating my own Christmas tree. I buy the presents in October, and then by Christmas, I don't have any money. Like the same thing, they always try to drive me up by Christmas. Like it's like, yeah, we're gonna fuck up her Christmas, and it's like, for what? What the fuck for? What the fuck for? And I have a kid. I don't need to go through that shit. Now I'm a professional person who's worked my whole fucking life. I've given other people life. Why are you trying to take mine? So, and I freely gave other people life. This is bothering me. I don't know if it's going to work or not. And I freely gave other people life. So it's just like, I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that works. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I don't get it. So anyway, that's it. Like, it's like for Christmas, I make my own Christmas tree. I make it out of anything. Like the last Christmas me and Blake were together, it was a decomposed Christmas tree. And so I was like trying to make all those brooches. I was just like, that was all I was worried about was the brooches. And I was thinking, I'll just make the brooches into into the Christmas tree. Because it looks so pretty, like when you hang them up, when I put them up, like, you know, for sale or whatever. And it wasn't for sale. It was just, I was trying to figure out a sale idea. And that was it. He's like, yes, I approve. That's our Christmas tree. Cool. That's it. You see? And he has to approve. If he didn't approve, I would have went out and found how to make me another fucking Christmas tree. Radio is like such a big thing for me in television. Like I said, I always go to like the back channels. So here's my radio and here's my television. And so I always go to like the back channels. I'm supposed to be coloring, but I'll finish when I get to this other part. Blankets. I like patterns. That's why I put the roses on her. And books. Books. Oh my God. Like I said, the bookmobile, the smell of the bookmobile, all that stuff was just like such a good thing for me. So yeah, all those things were just so good for me. So now what does it say? It says, what did you like about it? Well, I liked everything about what I was doing, because what did I like about it? What did I like about tea? I like the flavor. I like sitting there, and I would have to have my tea with a cup of not a cup of toast, with a piece of toast, jelly and butter. Tea, jelly and butter. That's like that's one of my favorite snacks. So yeah. And I wish I should, oh my God, you know what I forgot to put on there? Records. Records were a huge part of everything. When I was little for one Christmas, y'all, they got me everything I needed, honey. Listen, I got the little plastic record player, and then I got this little thing that would show like movies. So it'll be like a movie will roll by, and then I had this other thing where it was a book with it. So you read the book, like the book would be like Lady and a Tramp. And so, what was the other book? Was it Three Little? That's when I found out I hated the Three Little Pigs, because I was like, this bitch a thief. That's how I found out Goldilocks was a thief kids. So I found out early. I was like, nah, this hoe stealing. So I didn't like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, because I was just like, nah, she a thief. She is a thief. One day, y'all, we was doing that in class, and the kids, we read Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and I was like, what is the moral to the story? And I finally just, because this one lady, she did it as a study at the school in Irving, and I just kept sitting there and was like, what did I find out about the Goldilocks when I was little? And I mean, she studied all three stories. All three stories. And I just told the kids, I was just like, y'all, Goldilocks is a thief. I just had to say it. That is the moral of the story, that she steal. And for the cops to come to the house, because some of the stories, they got the cops coming to the house, and they'll actually try to act like it was the birds. And I'm like, don't the birds live there? Don't the birds live at the house, y'all? Ain't that their house? So what you going in and messing with the birds for, and this girl at their house stealing? You understand what I'm saying? So y'all, Goldilocks was a thief. That's your first story that'll let you know that she a thief. And if they brown birds that she's stealing from, she really a thief, because they actually more vegetarian than they eat meat. You know what I'm saying? Don't they eat like bugs and go after honey and stuff. Is it the brown bird or the black bird? One of them is more of a vegetarian. That's why they always get eaten by the other one. So also, I used to dance my ass off in the basement. I used to dance a lot. So, yeah, this color is like so dark. What is it? Outer space. Outer space. That's crazy. It's darker than black. So radio was big. Like I said, I always go to the outer channels and listen. Like all the AM station channels. And I put a fence around the TV is because people try to keep me out of TV. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not something I have to do. It's just something now people just, yeah, we don't want to see her on the big screen. We don't need her writing her story. I'll write it for her. And it's like, why? You a thief. Okay, and sugar. Yeah, I'm such a sugar person. I think people really probably think I probably would have sugar diabetes. I'm just not. I don't have sugar diabetes, but cause I don't know. Maybe because I stick to like raw sugar. I don't know. I'm just like I like sweet things. Some people I like sweet and savory because I like sugar with like chicken bouillon cubes. You know, like when I make the rice pudding for Blake, I put chicken bouillon in there. So, or I put a bouillon in there. So I put a little salt. So it'll be a little salt and sugar. So it tastes good with the cream. It's delicious. I'm not joking. That chicken bouillon, honey, with that rice. Sometimes I don't even gotta make rice pudding. I just season the rice with the chicken bouillon. And then I put the sugar in there. So it does have a little salt, but it's flavored salt. Not regular salt. So it is when I make him that, it's like a sweet and savory type of situation. So I love sweet. Flowers. I used to always get mad at my boyfriend for not giving me flowers. I was mad at my dad too for not giving me flowers. But when I started buying my own flowers, I kind of got over it. And I used to buy my own flowers in school before my boyfriend. I was just being a little bitch. That's what I think. Because it really didn't bother me. Books. Bookmobile. Reading Rainbow was like such... Oh my God. LeVar Burton. Yes, darling. I just used to love that. Butterflies in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look. This is what y'all teaching me about Feel the Page. In a book, reading Rainbow. I can go anywhere. Friends to know, ways to grow. Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. Houses was like, that was something big for me too. I used to draw houses all the time when I was little. Never perfected it. Did you see this roof? It looked like a cat ear. It looks like a fucking cat ear. I have never perfected how to draw a house. Never. Now if it's architecture and I gotta lay out the plans to every floor, I got you. Everything else, just the shape of the house, I can't get it right. For shit. Okay, so what experience seem to repeat themselves in your life? Um, some of which you sought out and some of which you want to stop. So I sought out traveling. I sought out dating men. I sought out shopping, fashion, all those different things. But I didn't seek out get it being stalked. So that's something that I want to stop. And I hate the repeating too. Like, you don't have to repeat all this stuff. Yesterday that lady tried it with me with them Cornish hens. Now look, y'all, me and Elder always go to the store, so these black women were stalking us at the store. I was telling Elder that's not right. See how dark this color is? This color is so dark. What is this called? Eggplant. It looks like eggplant too. So these women were stalking us at the store. I kept telling Elder it's not right. Elder said no. He said, so what about it? Look, so one year, they don't know what happened in the house. One year we couldn't find a turkey. So, because we went too late. And we ended up getting Cornish hens. And we had the best time because Ulda just stuffed them, which is Elder's sister. She stuffed them with, like, the craziest stuff. Salchichas, which is hot dogs. She stuffed it with olives, tomatoes. I made corn pudding. It was delicious. But we had just the best Thanksgiving. It'll be like anytime we sit down at the table, we always have a good time. Gonna have gonna have a good time. We always had a good time, laughing, talking, just discussing stuff. So that was my little Hispanic family. Guatemalan and Mexican. We celebrated all the birthdays. And I'm talking about they would always follow us when we go to the store. And it's like, how do you know we came out the house? And so I hope Elder sees that yes, that was a problem because they are bothering me now. And that's probably why we broke up too. Because he wanted to leave me for the light-skinned woman that was dancing with him at the club. Is this eggplant? I think so, yeah. La, la, la. Okay, y'all, so this is it. Please I think I talked about everything in the picture. And if this is art therapy, that's what the gate is for. I can still cross it. And I am in the picture. But they keep me out. They try to keep me physically away from being at any TV, anything. Oh, okay. Awesome job. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I loved it when I drew it too. Most of my pictures came from Art Hub. I drew this on my own, kind of just looking at a picture online. But most of this, yeah, I got this from Art Hub. The roses, the bouquet of roses from Art Kids Hub, for Art for Kids Hub. So yeah, that's it. I am just That's it, y'all. That's my show for today. And today's mantra is, I am grateful for what I have. I am grateful for what I have. I really am. That's it. Have a great day.